there's no right or wrong approach. You need to find the trading style that resonates with you. But if you take a step back, individuals will wait 30 days for their salary, but they won't wait 4 days for a setup.
Yeah, that's great. What's up, guys? Welcome to Market Gateway. I'm your host, Tapelo Kubai, and today I have the pleasure of speaking to an incredible trader, Tyron Beukes. Thank you for joining me, Tyron.
It's a pleasure, and thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, let's just get straight to it. I just want to get a little bit more to know about you and so on. Can you tell us about Tyron? Who is Tyron?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm 28 years old, turning 29 this year. Kind of born and bred here in Cape Town. Come from sort of your normal, let's say, middle class family. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to me. You know, I went through, high school, varsity, and here I sit today.
Yes, speaking of varsity, I saw that you actually are a graduate.
Yes.
Want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So I went to Stellenbosch University to pursue a degree in investment management and financial management. That's pretty much what I studied and graduated in 2019, I think it was. So, yeah.
So how would you say that, or how was that transition from being a financial graduate into a full-time trader now?
So to take it back a step, in terms of, why or how I got to where I am now in terms of that transition. I've always been I've never really been, let's say, a handyman where I like to use my hands, get my hands dirty and all the rest. And, it all started in grade 10 when we chose our subjects at school. And one of my subjects was accounting. And we touched on share investing or shares in general. I mean, it wasn't, but it was it was very, very general. Kind of like, what is a share? What is equity? The basics. And I took a liking to that, and I was like, okay, well, this is interesting. This intrigues me. And then obviously completed high school, and I then said, well, I want to go and I want to study something at university that is in line with shares and company valuations and all the rest. And hence that's how I landed up in investment management and financial management. And then the goal was always to go and sit on a hedge fund or sit at an institution, become a stock analyst or an equity analyst or some form of position that required or entailed stocks and analysis and all the rest. And then I think it was my second year, the end of first year, the second year of my studies, I then came across Forex, day trading. It's pretty much just a different avenue in the same field. And then, sort of pursued that, and fast forward, 7-8 years, and here I am.
So what would you say? So that would be what inspired the transition, you say?
Yeah, it was kind of, the transition was, if I, took, let's say, that professional route of sitting on a fund or in a fund or being a stock analyst, and then kind of looking at it as a day trader, the freedom and the benefits that came with being a day trader outweighed the professional route.
So
next to none.
So that was basically like a 9 to 5 for the end.
Exactly. So I looked at that. I was like, this is unbelievable. It's perfect. It's what I want to do. It's what I love. The Forex market in general. Currencies and
So instead of stocks and so on, you chose currencies. You want to explain why you went to currencies?
So I think first and foremost, from a day trading point of view, your day trading stocks here in South Africa, not that I've done insane research on it, but I think there's a lot. There are a lot more regulations and barrier to entry. Whereas, Forex or currency trading, anybody can
do it.
There's no barriers to entry. There's no, no real regulation. So it's very easy. Also, the volatility and all the rest that comes with that. It's just, and you've got an entire sort of in terms of currencies, or stocks, for example, if you look at equities, it's a bit more intricate. Okay. You got to look at a lot more than what you do when trading or day trading currencies. And the reason I know that is because I studied equities as it was a module within my degree. Okay. I had the Bloomberg terminal. We worked on the Bloomberg terminal. So I've got my BMC certificate, and that stuff's intense.
Yes, I can imagine, eh? So you're actually a real trader,
Yeah.
No, that's good. So when it comes to trading philosophy, right? You've got this term that says trade smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
I want to elaborate a little bit more on that one there.
So that can branch off into sort of two, let's say, elements. Trading smarter instead of trading harder is, first and foremost, if we look at the, trade harder as in individuals, just trade as much as they possibly can in the hope of, making return. And it's just that thing of there's endless opportunity in the market. So we can trade 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
So that I would say, looking at that as trading hard, not smart.
Not smart.
In terms of not trading in line with a plan, with a strict plan for that matter. Session trading, sticking to your, let's say, your times and all the rest. And then the other leg, you can kind of look at it in terms of trading harder in terms of full margining, zero risk management, blow or glow. You've seen it all.
I've seen that.
All on social media. It branches off into those two, whereas if you look at trading smart on that leg, on that side of things, it's trading with proper capital, risk management, that's obviously possible now and accessible to everybody with these prop firms.
Okay.
So trading smarter in the sense of using risk management on a proper size account where you're risking 0.5, 1.5%, but you're still on that risk pulling a monthly salary in one position with minimal risk instead of blow or glow, trying to flip your 200 Rand account to 28,000
in a day.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah, we get a lot of that. All right, so when it comes to that, what are the daily habits that would also contribute to trading smarter?
So I'm a firm believer that again, social media doesn't really cover this or showcase this, but routine.
Okay.
Routine and consistency within that routine. So for me personally, I'm up sort of 6 o'clock, or it kind of depends. I'll go through periods where I'm up at 5 a.m. But as soon as I wake up, I hit the gym. I get my cardio in. It just clears the head. It wakes you up properly. You get your endorphins flowing. So that's very important. And then, that's go home, settle in, get ready for the day, and then sit down at the setup.
So basically keeping your mind clear at all times.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
And I'll go through the phases where, I won't, let's say some morning I won't go to the gym. I'll break that routine, and I can feel that when I sit down at the setup.
So it affects the entire day.
No, it affects the entire day, and I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's not something where, you can just brush it off. It actually has an impact.
And then in terms of sticking to like trading plans, trading times and so on, like how do you manage that?
So, I've got a very strict plan. My members will tell you the same thing in terms of I've been trading 4 pairs for...
Just 4 pairs?
Yeah, 4 pairs. I've been trading 4 pairs for the past, I don't know how many years it's been. The 4 pairs, which are pound dollar, pound yen, euro yen, and gold, and I then trade session open. So I'll sit down for Frankfurt Open, I'll trade London, if there's nothing that presents itself during London, I'll then sit for New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So you did mention community.
Yeah.
Community. You've got a trading community. You want to tell us a little bit more about your trading community?
Listen, I mean, I'm going to be frank about this and transparent. I'm not going to use this as a marketing platform. I've got a very close network, or close network. Just individuals that have been with me for quite some time.
Okay.
And we sit day in and day out for session. There's obviously the whole mentorship side of things and the actual trading side of things, but that's pretty much it.
I think when it comes to mentorship, I just want to touch on that. What would you say are the challenges that you've observed so far when it comes to especially new traders?
Yeah.
And how would you help them get through those challenges?
So, I mean, I love that question, and I think with the current times, I think the biggest challenge that I've seen is patience. New traders or aspiring traders, they lack patience. And understandably so, because you can't be patient if you're trading a smaller account. Because in order to generate the returns that you need to go full time, you need to obviously, your frequency of trading needs to be a lot higher than it would be if you're trading proper capital. So I think individuals struggle with that, and they think that another thing is the market moves 24/5. Right. It doesn't sleep during the week. Individuals look at that as, well, there is opportunity 24/5.
They think every time I can just make an entry.
Every price moves. Every movement is an opportunity to make money. And that's what people look at. And it's not it's an opportunity to make money, but it's also an opportunity to lose money. They just look at the upside of potentially making money. And what I tell my members is, you get price movement, but within price movement you can categorize it into significant movement, which is movement that ties into the trading plan, and insignificant movement, which is movement that price moves where it needs to set up to give us the significant movement. So patience is a huge thing, but like I said, or some of my members, I can see that where we'll go through, let's say August, we know is a slower month. With summer break and all the rest. So we'll go, let's say 2, 3, 4 days without a setup. Individuals, that tests people. It tests
Nobody wants to wait that long.
Exactly.
Especially if you're a new trader.
100%. And then they're like, is this working? Is this going to work? But if you take a step back, individuals will wait 30 days for their salary, but they won't wait 4 days for a setup.
That's quite interesting.
And then you open that up even further. You only need 1 or 2, 3, 4 trades a month on a proper sized account to pull a sustainable living.
That's quite good, because I'd say that's also one of the issues that I'm facing with our trading community, where now I also would find myself in a position where I feel like we need to have a setup. Every day, otherwise everything is just quiet, and obviously now you start to feel a little bit of tension, or maybe a little bit of disinterest in maybe because people don't understand that. So how would you say you've helped people understand, like in terms of waiting, like, okay, it's actually, you can't just make an entry at any time, or anything like that? How would you have managed that?
So I think some of my members, for example, and I know I kind of reference my members, but it's kind of the real life proof that I've got. But they'll obviously analyze and they'll look at certain things on their own. And, let's say I personally haven't been looking at anything for the past 2, 3, 4 days. A lot of them, obviously, they'll stick with that. But then kind of, we have the chat and all the rest, and individuals will be like, I'm feeling it. I'm being tested. And then the setup will come, and it will be like let's say a 1 to 5R or a 1 to 6R. And then it shows that, waiting was worth it.
True.
Because now it's paid off. The patience is paid.
So do you still have probably members that think, let me start trading today, and I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna stop doing everything. I'm gonna be a full-time trader now.
No.
No, nothing.
And I think that goes back to, how I do things on social media.
Yeah.
I think, the type of trader I attract and I speak to is completely different to what most do. Yeah, and again, I've seen it with my time here on social media. It's unpopular it's not great for marketing. It's unpopular, but a lot of the members that I have gone full time, and they are funded full-time traders. So that is, it's unbelievable to see that.
No, that's good. So when it comes to reflecting on your trading journey, what were the bad habits that you had to cut off? What is the thing that you say, I'm never gonna trade like this again, or I'm never gonna use this type of trading method, and so on?
Revenge trading, I think, which, I mean, to this day,
trading.
as experienced as I am, there are the days that
It gets you.
Yeah.
It recently got me too, like just last week, so I know what you're talking about.
But it's let's say controlled. But yeah, I think, listen, I mean, if I look back at my journey, and what I've been through, nothing really stands out in terms of what I would change. Back when I first started, I was almost intra-week trading. Obviously, to juggle the trading and the studies and all the rest. So that was more so higher time frames from an intra-week perspective. But then going full time, I realized it doesn't suit me. I'm out and about and I've got to worry about a position that's running. It doesn't suit me, and it's not what I want out of it. So I then sort of sat down, took the intra-week trading into session trading, and was like, okay, well, you know what? Now I'll trade session open, the volume, the momentum, in and out. So I've kind of been through the higher time frame stuff, and now I'm at a point where it's the most refined it'll ever be. But in terms of, back to your question of what do I look back at and be like, I never want to do that again. I never want to trade like that again. Nothing really.
Is it? Because I'm sure it all contributed to how you trade today.
Exactly. And I've been trading price action, market structure, and momentum for the longest time.
So you'd consider yourself a technical analyst mostly, or just trade everything?
So that's what I love. I love this topic because you get the individuals who say, oh no, I'm a fundamental trader, and oh, I'm a technical trader, and I say that's a bunch of crap. And the reason being is because technicals and fundamentals go hand in hand. Okay, and the reason I say that is I wish I could pull up a chart here and explain it on a chart, but if you have a look at the key fundamentals, sort of your interest rate announcements, CPI, NFP, ADP, you'll see that a lot of the time price from a technical standpoint is trading in a certain region, a critical region, or consolidating ahead of that fundamental release. So then you say, okay, well, looking at the fundamental that's scheduled, looking at where price is technically, this is what we should see. 9 times out of 10, you'll see that will happen once the fundamental has been released.
Oh, that's quite interesting, because I myself, I consider myself as a technical trader. I always have this thing of technical over everything, right? Because I just look at the charts. I don't really know how to analyze what's going to happen in the market, in the news and everything like that. But like you said, now I do notice that, let's say there's NFP, anything. I would say I don't trade NFP or all of these other news sessions, anything like that. But I would see my setup playing out, even though it's just technical, during those news sessions, right? So I think, when you mention it in that way, it actually does make sense to me.
It's, the fundamental comes out, I look at it as the catalyst to get price moving off of these critical areas. Or to, we can go as far as saying that when these major fundamentals come out, be it NFP, CPI, or the interest rate announcements, you'll see that it either acts as a trend reversal, say, catalyst, or a continuation catalyst, in terms of it will get price. It will continue the trend, or it will reverse the trend because of, again, from a technical standpoint, where price is trading.
Whenever you are, our trading education, 0 commissions, and a 50% deposit bonus are always with you. Make trading your steady companion and start earning. Trading made clear. Opted. Start now.
So I just wanted to go through your typical day in trading, right? You say you did focus on 4 pairs and so on.
Yeah.
So how is your day trading like? Like, you wake up today I'm gonna trade. What is the first thing that you do?
So again, I mean, I'll run through the day in terms of, so I'll wake up, 6 a.m., go to the gym, get my cardio in, come home, sort of relax a bit, get ready, prep myself, then I'll sit down at the setup. I'll run through a checklist of certain things just to determine if I'm psychologically or in the correct psychological space for the day. How do I feel? Assess all of that to, determine if I'm ready and fit to put risk on and manage risk for that day. So I'll run through a checklist that I've got, which I'm not going to share, but so I'll do that. And then once that's all, done and dusted, I'll then open up the charts. I'll run through analysis on all 4 pairs. And then it comes down to, then obviously I'll have a look at what fundamentals are scheduled to be released for the morning, for London session in particular, because obviously, that does affect the trading. You've got to be wary and sort of aware of what is to be released if it is major. Run through analysis, set the zones, mark out my areas, and then I kind of relax. If price does something and, setup presents itself, I'll then trade the setup. Whether it be a win, whether it be a loss, whether it be a break even, I'll then trade that, manage it, however long it takes, and then I'll sort of, close the laptop and carry on with my day.
There's this saying that your trading history is a reflection of your mental state.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of, for me personally, it's sort of how I feel, which it's difficult to articulate because, every day we feel different. It's just that thing of what's going on in my personal life. Is there something that's going on with family or loved ones?
Which affects,
which affects mental state. Then it's a thing of, yes, I still need to trade because, at the end of the day, this is what I do for a living. But then it comes to a point of, am I fit to put risk on and manage risk? If yes, but there is still something psychological there or something that's going on, I'll then just reduce risk. So there's all those different factors that I take into account, or elements I take into account. But I think, I've got a very, very strict trading plan. And I think, you'll get the gist of it if you go onto the website and you have a look at the course, because the course is pretty much the trading plan step by step. And then obviously it's broken down in a lot more detail, but I've got a very, very strict trading plan. I haven't looked at another pair for years. I don't know how, to be honest, I don't know when last I looked at another pair. But and my students too, they, when they share analysis, they share the analysis on the four majors that we trade. It's here and there that I'll see them share analysis on another pair,
which is quite interesting because when it comes to developing a trading style as a new trader, right? How were you able to see, for example, I'm sure you do give your members like individual attention time to time basis. Like, how were you able to see that, okay, this person is a little bit more impulsive? Because you do get those traders just want to just trade, and maybe they're good at probably scalping, and then you can see this one is more of a swing trader. Everything. Do you have those type of individuals, or how?
So I think, if I'll always tell somebody that you need to, and this is going back to, let's say, the mentorship space. I'll always tell somebody you need to, there's no right or wrong approach. You need to find the trading style that resonates with you, that fits you. So naturally, in terms of saying that, all my students are individuals who trade the way that I do.
Okay.
Session trade or
Yeah.
intra-week trade. I don't really have swing traders and all the rest, part of the network.
Yeah.
But with that being said, because I started trading from an intra-week higher time frame point of view, and I've refined it to what it is now, the approach, everything, the theory, it all remains the same.
Yeah.
So if, let's say but the way I trade now, you can still trade that way from a swing trading point of view. It's just higher time frames. Your holding periods are a lot longer. Your stops are bigger. Your targets are bigger. So, but in terms of approach, it's all the same.
I just want to touch on like future outlook when it comes to the markets, right? I know today I've seen it quite a lot, and I still don't really understand it. Maybe you've seen it too. You know, people are now trading with ChatGPT and so on, right? And it's becoming really popular if you look at social media now, where someone says I trade with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think is the future outlook when it comes to trading, or misconceptions as well that may come, in the future?
As like you said, ChatGPT, as the world evolves, and as things evolve and systems evolve, trading is very specific, and I think trading will be trading. I don't think it will evolve.
Much, eh?
I don't think, you get your automated trading, which is, now anybody who's listening to this, not your automated trading from the people that are selling trading robots. I'm talking about automated trading on an institutional level, hedge fund level, which, those bots, those automated systems are not made available to the public. So, that works. But in terms of, from a retail trading perspective, I don't think it'll change. And it needs, trading will always need a human, or a human will always have to be there to trade.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because we have market cycles, and the markets are forever changing, right? And the only person that can adapt, or the only way to adapt to that, is through an individual that, because if you've got a trading robot, for example, it's coded or it's built for a specific market cycle and market conditions, which will change in a month, 2 months. Then what? That robot it's not going to work. Right? So the individual has to sit with that and change it as the market changes. Again, I don't believe in trading robots from a retail, at a retail level. And the reason I say that, it's very obvious. I haven't seen one person go full time with a trading robot. And I'm going to get the haters for saying this. People are going to come at me, but I haven't seen one individual go full time with a trading robot.
So you wouldn't say you'd have a plan on how you would approach how the market would be in the future, because probably it's still going to be the same.
Thing is, I mean, if you go onto MetaTrader, right, and you scroll all the way back to the very first day, the market was there. It's been the same thing. Price has been moving the same way. We've still got the candlesticks, we've still got the chart. But if you look at a strategy, right, in general, what do you need to formulate a strategy? You need a chart that has candlesticks and price movement. And then you can tie in all the other little indicators that you have access to. Using all of that, you formulate a strategy. But what's at the base of that strategy? Candles, price movement. So why complicate things? Just trade using candles and price movement and structure. Because that, if you unpack any strategy there is that includes indicators and all the rest, you'll see that market structure, momentum, trends, price movement. So, consistency lies within simplicity. And I think just trade what you have in front of you.
Yeah, no, true. All right, so I'm just gonna move a little bit more to, I'd say, you personally. When you made a decision to become a day trader.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you look at our parents and everything, probably some of them didn't trade or didn't even understand how this works. So didn't you get a question like, what is this that you're getting into? Or they probably understood?
Not really.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of kept it on the down low for a long time until I was ready to go full time.
Okay.
So kind of, I mean, this is going quite deep into my, let's say, personal life. But you know, I went to Stellenbosch University, and so I was, not that it matters, but I stayed in Stellies while I was studying.
Okay.
But I'd had a sort of my accommodation, and that was sponsored. And then I failed my final year, so I then had to repeat. But my parents couldn't afford to keep me in Stellenbosch for the final year that I had to repeat. So I had to move back home. And you know, I thank whoever I need to thank for failing that third year and having to, you know, spend another year at varsity, because ultimately that's the period of time I used to then.
That's when everything changed.
Transition full time. So kind of kept it on the down low, and when I then sort of finished my studies, my parents said, okay, well, now you need to find a job. You kind of, you know, you need to support yourself.
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, I'm going full-time trading. They're like,
what is that?
As long as you can keep yourself, as long as you can pay expenses, pay your way, good for you. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good. So when you're starting up, did you have like a circle, a social circle that like of traders, or was it just you?
Just me.
That must have been difficult though. Yeah. Because I mean, you're the only one who's trading. You can't rely on this guy, or you know. So would you say you had to get a mentor, or how did you get to learn or teach yourself how to trade?
So that's I am self-taught. You know, it was rough, but I am self-taught. There was an individual on socials, sort of, he had a very educational Instagram page. And I kind of like would pick up things from that and then go back and, you know, play around. And so anyway, I'm self-taught. But if I could go back and do it all again, I would definitely try and find a mentor. And, you know, the reason I say that is, and this is not to try, you know, this is not a, let's say, a sales pitch or whatever individuals want to look at it like, but it's simple. You can teach yourself. It's not impossible. But it's going to take a lot longer, and it's going to cost you more at the end of the day than if you were to find a mentor. The reason I say that is because why it would cost more is because you're probably going to lose a lot more than you would if you had the proper guidance. So if I could go back, I'd probably, I'd find a mentor. Again, it would probably shortcut the learning. It will shortcut your learning curve, and it'll cost you a lot less.
So I agree with that, because even in business itself, I mean, based on the type of business you want to get into, if you have the right mentor, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money.
100%. 100%.
Is there anything else that you'd want us to know about you that we haven't covered today?
Listen, I mean, I'm a very simple human. I enjoy, my life's quite basic, quite simple, as I'm sure a lot of individuals will see on socials. You know, again, this industry is extremely rewarding if you do things properly. And it sounds very cliche, and I wish I could drill it in to a lot more people's heads, but so many individuals will go, let's say, to university. They'll study for 3-4 years and not earn a cent, not earn anything, but rack up student loans, debt that they then need to, you know, pay back when they do find a job. But the point I'm making is they'll go through those 3 years, and then they'll go and they'll find a job which will pay dismal initially. But they won't give trading 6 months. They won't approach trading and say, you know what, I'm going to learn, and I'm going to, you know, take it slowly, and in let's say 6 to 12 months,
Yeah.
then I'm happy to see results. They want to start, and day 2, they want to see results.
They want to see the results. Yeah.
So it's the same thing as just on a broader scale in terms of individuals will wait 30 days for a salary, but they won't wait 4 days for a setup.
Yeah.
They'll study for 4 years, not earn a cent, but they can't give trading 6 months without getting a return.
Yeah, right.
So, it's the simple things like that. And I think that is approaching it realistically, with a realistic outlook. And I mean, let's face it, there's the failure rate in this industry is what it is for a reason.
For a reason.
It's the reason is because people don't listen to what I've just said, which, it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I am where I am because I was real back in the day. I also went through, I think, 1 or 2 courses in the beginning because I too was, back, I was like 18, 19, whatever it was. I was also roped into social media and that, surface level posting.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is nuts. What I see on social media, wow.
People are putting results and screens
and I did a course, I think 1 or 2 courses. I was like, you know what? This is not going to do anything for me. It is a load of crap. The only way I'm going to get this done is if I do it myself. Because, yes, earlier I said find a mentor. At that time, the only mentors that were doing things properly were international guys.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford the courses.
And I know what you mean. They just
So-
$10,000 and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it was a thing of, well, I've got to do this on my own. Whereas now, and that's why I kind of do things the way I do it, because I want to be that, let's say, local mentor who is there for individuals like me back then.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I've always done things the way I've done it, is because I look at it from, the point of, if I needed to start again, what would I need? And I would need what I provide.
Yeah.
And that is why I provide what I provide.
That's actually what makes a great mentor, because you've been through that.
Yeah.
And then now you actually know what to give. So how do you get yourself away from, unfortunately in South Africa today, the industry quite populated with mentors or traders that don't actually trade, or probably influencers and so on. They just get you in there and then you sign up for a course and then they just, So how do you get yourself away from that type? Because I've been following you for quite some time.
Yes,
and I can
yes.
see like everything is just very professional.
Yeah.
So how do you keep yourself away from those type of, or that kind of image?
Me personally, again, my goals and what I want out of this industry are completely different. I'm on the professional path of day trading. I think, my goals and what I want out of the industry is completely different. And that's also why I do not associate myself with any of the other traders. And again, I've always maintained there's one thing money cannot buy, and it's a reputation.
Reputation, that's good. So how can people reach out to you? Or socials, how can they find you? Where can they find you? Because I know maybe somewhere there's a fake account. There's probably a fake account. Right?
Yeah, no, there are. And I get DMs all day, every day about impersonating accounts. But in terms of, individuals getting hold of me, I'm not going to lie. I very, very seldom get back to DMs.
Okay.
To be honest, I'll maybe go through my inbox or look at my DMs once every 2 weeks because they just get spammed. If you want to get hold of me, you'll have to join the TBFx Discord server, which is free. Relax, I'm not selling you anything. But you can log a support ticket there. And then I'm on Discord every day because that's sort of where I engage and talk with my members and all the rest. And the support ticket pops up on the side, so I'll see that.
You'll see that, right.
So I think that the best way to get hold of me is through a support ticket. But if you've got proper questions, if you've got questions that need detailed answers and you need my time, then unfortunately I'm gonna have to sell you something. But you're gonna have to then join the network because I don't have time to sit, deal with my members, or give time and attention to my members every day for session, and then still deal with, let's say, the 1,000 questions I get every day. I just don't have the time for it. So if you want me, like my personal attention, my time, then you have to be part of the network.
Time is money.
Exactly. Which I think individuals struggle to comprehend in this space.
True. All right, no, thank you so much for joining us today, Tyron.
I appreciate you having me on the podcast. It's been a long time coming.
But finally.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I did make a promise in the beginning of this channel that I will get the real traders, people that actually do trade. So if you do want to see more content like this, please subscribe, click the notification button and share this. I'll be so grateful if you guys actually do show your support. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.